Well, you guys have been just about kind enough so far. But we might try your patience a little bit. 1937, if you'll think back, was not a good year for rock and roll.
No.
Not too much was happening and shaking in this. But not too long after that, a couple of young producers wanting to get into the swing of the zeitgeist. I learned that word yesterday after using it. Created a television show about a fictional rock and roll group. I just, on a personal note, I want to say I'm so glad that they did not create a television show about a fictional track team. So they, about 400 guys got chosen and auditioned, and they chose the best four. Unfortunately, those guys all had previous commitments, but so they were left with us. We went for it anyway. So we made a TV show about this fictional rock and roll group. We were the characters. We played people who had the same names as we did, but they weren't this. Meanwhile, over in this other department, some guys were making records, and they'd have somebody come in and sing lead, but all of the bass and the drums and the guitar and the tambourines, the tambourines, everybody wants to get into the act. And the thing is, see, we, as a group, actually caught a lot of flack for that, because apparently it was a crime not to be the Beatles. A crime of which, of course, 5 billion other people were guilty, but we won't go there. And I actually took it to heart myself, because I really did want to be the Beatles. That was the big deal for me. And, but because Michael wanted to be, much more involved with the music, and I did, and Mickey and Davey, we twisted their arms a little bit, and the four of us went into the producer's office and said, we want to be the musicians on our own record, and they said, okay. And so it wasn't exactly a...
Woo! Yeah!
So it wasn't exactly D-Day, you understand, but we did put up a bit of a struggle. Anyway, the next thing that came out under our name was the third album, Headquarters. And I'm actually, it remains one of the high points in my life that we sat in that studio and thrashed out those tunes. Arrangement, how about this, and let's make it do that. No, you can't, you got it, because this is, all right, all that stuff that goes on. Meanwhile, poor Davey's got his part down on the first take. and we're doing 35, 40, and 50 takes of the same song. He said, Peter, I can't do this anymore. Anyway, so I wrote a song that went on that album. It was Michael wound up naming it For Pete's Sake, and that's about right. To my surprise, it was chosen as the closing theme for the TV episodes from then on. It was indeed a privilege and a pleasure and a little bit of acid reflux. We're going to do that song for you now. Mickey sang it originally, but as you can tell, he's just absolutely bushed, and we're going to give him a little break. Love is understanding, don't you know that this is true? Love is understanding, it's in everything we do. In this generation, in this lifetime, in this generation, we'll make the world shine. We're born to love one another. This is something we all need. We were born to love one another. We must be what we're going to be, and what we have to be is free. shine.